Hi, thank you for joining us in our presentation today. I'm Nina, and I'll be talking about the beef industry.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie Angel, and I'm going to let you in on how the dairy industry works.
And I'm Kara, and I'll be talking about my family's cattle operation and what we do on a daily basis.
Hope you enjoy!
Cattle was domesticated back in the Neolithic age and have been kept as livestock ever since for meat, milk, and hides. Back then, there was no distinction between dairy and beef cattle, although nowadays, through science and generations of cattle, cows are specifically bred for either milk or meat. Others have been bred for maximum beef production. Beef cows and dairy cows live very, very different lives. For instance, beef cows are generally slaughtered for beef after 1 or 2 years of being born. Dairy cows give birth to calves, and depending on the calves, most of them are male, and those male calves are sold to veal farms, which is then raised for their young tender meat. They're marked as valueless on dairy farms since they cannot make milk, weaned and separated from mothers too fast and prematurely. Calves are then raised in isolated pens for their short lives and then slaughtered. 7 states have outlawed their tiny veal crates in Arizona, California, Rhode Island, Maine, Ohio, Colorado, and Michigan. Then these male calves are raised outdoors on grass for half of their beginning of their life, and then they are brought indoors into cramped stalls and fattened for max beef production for slaughter using corn-related foods.
Step 1. Cow grazing. Dairy cows usually spend 8 hours eating, 8 hours sleeping, and 8 hours chewing their cud. Step 2. Harvesting milk. Cows are normally milked 2 times per day. However, some high-producing herds are milked 3 times a day. It normally takes about 5 minutes per cow, and anywhere from 20 to 40 cows can be milked at once. Step 3. Storing milk. Milk vats or silos are refrigerated and come in many shapes and sizes. Milk is stored at 4 degrees Celsius or lower and for no longer than 48 hours. Step 4. Transporting milk. Milk is collected from farms every 24 to 48 hours. The transportation tankers have special stainless steel bodies to keep the milk cold on the way to the processing factory. Milk tankers are accredited milk graders, meaning they can evaluate milk prior to the collection. Step 5. Lab testing. Samples are taken from vats prior to collection and from bulk tankers upon arrival at the factory. Samples are tested for antibiotics and temperature before it enters the factory's processing area. Step 6. Processing milk. Once approved for use, milk is pumped into storage silos where it undergoes pasteurization, homogenization, and further processing. Pasteurization is heating every particle of the milk and cooling again without allowing recontamination. Homogenization pushes raw milk through an atomizer so that the fat is dispersed evenly through the milk. Further processing includes reducing fat content, increasing storage life, and mixing or culturing milk for flavored and yogurt products. Step 7. Distributing and selling the milk. Milk is then sent off in refrigerated trucks to stores to be sold.
I will be talking about cattle farming on my family's farm, Steeple Creek Farm, and what we do on a daily basis. I'm a 4th generation cattle farmer, and I've grown up around cows my entire life, and have such a strong passion for agriculture and the impact it has locally and nationally. One of the most important things for farmers to do is to inform the public on what they are doing and why they are doing it that way. Our day-to-day jobs just depends on the time of year that it is. During the summer, we are getting ready to start mowing hay so that we can have hay to feed our cows during the winter months. We are also cleaning up trees that could have fallen on fences to ensure that the cows stay in, and repairing equipment that we will be using. During the fall, we wean calves that were born the previous year that are anywhere between 7 to 9 months of age. Also in the fall, we begin to start having new baby calves that will be born between October to April, and we will have about 70 to 80 calves. When a calf is born, they are weighed and tagged for identification purposes and for records. During the winter, we begin to feed hay and grain to all of our calves to give them a little bit of extra nutrients during the cold months. No matter what the weather is, feeding and checking on cows during the winter is one of the most important things. During the spring, we sell the previous year's calves that are now over a year old. They are sold to larger feedlots out west where they are fed out until slaughter. We also fertilize hay fields and cow pastures during the spring. There is always something that needs to be done or fixed on a farm, and as some people say, a farmer's job is never done.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video
On beef and dairy operations in the industry.
We hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you.
Sorry.
We'll be talking about the
We're not talking about
it off.
be talking about a little bit of the word vomit. Apparently.
Hi, thank you for joining our presentation. I'm Nina, and I'll be talking about the beef industry today.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. You messed up on beef.
I know, like beef, and I Hey y'all.
Welcome to the farm. Got my back.
I don't know anybody that does that.